What do waxed buttholes, giants, and dinosaur gender identity have to do with today's episode? Stay tuned. Find out. Welcome to the Talk About Purpose podcast. I'm Matthew Ewing.
I'm Brian Harper.
I'm Frank Curry. No, but listen, I was asking about your hands because like, yeah, you go in and it's like Subway, you go in and order it, but you don't make it with your hands. I'm like, there's a place that you make it with your hands because I didn't know what else you would be thinking of talking about.
I didn't know what else you'd
Make it with
making
your
it with.
fucking feet. He fucking
You said-
yeah, like,
You're
yeah, you have to be an A.
You said you make it with your hands?
You make it
No, Frank,
Yeah,
you fucking make it with your feet. What the hell else are you gonna make it with?
fucking A.
You're gonna make it with your teeth.
It's not really hygienic, but I could probably make a burrito with my teeth.
Yeah,
Bro, no, but I'm just saying, like,
take the food and spit it onto it like a baby bird. Yeah, pick that up.
You gonna eat that?
You can eat that stapler.
My teeth hurt. Will you chew this for me? You mean like blend it?
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, how are you supposed to be like, yeah, I want this, this, and this, and this?
No,
you know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
You-
Like, if
well, I
you'd
mean-
have to just order basic stuff they already have. pre-made.
You place the order and then you pick it up through the window.
Oh, well, that okay.
Like because
that
like
makes
if
sense.
some fucking I don't know if it's because of Bidenomics because America is doing so great, but sorry.
You literally made him spit out his coffee.
I wasn't expecting that.
But nonetheless, if you go to a Chipotle, they don't even do in order fucking ordering. You have to order it on the app. So there was a time that I went to Chipotle. I went up to stand in line. They're like, "Oh no, we're only taking app orders." I'm like, "What?" So I literally sat down at a table, placed my order on the online app, and waited for fucking 10 minutes for my fucking burrito to be done.
Stupid.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
it's Bidenomics for you.
That is dumb. Yeah, nah. I feel what you were saying though about the stress of running a company and having the
Yeah, man.
people there.
It's
you
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
stress. Like,
That is.
I stressed worrying about my own little family. Now I'm going to stress about the people I work with or that work under me, that I've now become friends with and close friends with, and I'm seeing them every day, and I see that they put hard work into my business with me, and they care about my little nest egg business like I do. Like, I think about Dan. Dan is friends with all of these guys, man.
Tough.
Can you imagine if something happens where he has to tell people you can't work here no more?
Yeah.
Not only are you losing that person working for you, but you're losing a buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be messed up. I would be messed up by that. That's why I'm like, for me, the win here is something that I could do like this. If we can prosper in this manner by helping people, by helping us and helping people, right?
Yeah.
If we can do that, because we wouldn't just take money for our families and just help other people, we would compound it, right? So if we made money and we were wealthy, we wouldn't just take money all for ourselves. We'd help out others around us too. So we would help out globally. We'd help out locally. You know what I mean? So like
I'm hoping that in the future we can have a percentage of our
just
income.
go, right? Just go.
Yep.
Right
Just
to
go
it.
straight to helping.
That would be fucking badass. Like
Right?
start our own foundation and like
Oh.
a legitimate foundation, not
sweet.
not some fucking bullshit Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation from some fucking black hole.
Well,
They could do shit behind the scenes.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And
Like, no, none of that. We're just gonna listen. We're gonna for some real fucking charities, like real legitimate charities that aren't fucking hedge funds, that don't have fucking people making hundreds of thousands of dollars behind the scenes on a fucking board.
Yeah.
Like a
Actually
real
helping
legitimate charities that money goes somewhere. That's where the money's gonna go.
Well,
That's what I would want.
and I see what you're saying, but there's also an issue with that because you have to pay somebody to run
Well,
it.
I understand that.
So there is going to have to be
Yeah, but okay.
something that
But if you
goes
look
there.
at it like that hedge fund that was for Maui, right?
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. No, I
Exactly.
get
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I don't want. That's what I would go against.
Yeah, no.
Or we would
that's-
do our own thing like Mr. Beast is doing.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's
That
getting
would be cool.
he's getting so much hate right.
Really?
Why?
I thought he was. Anyway, somebody was
Oh,
just
because
complaining
of
because
the-
of the water thing and everything.
Water. Oh, I was
Because
thinking of him supporting trans and stuff.
I
There's
don't
a
know
lot
about
of
that.
kickback from that one guy that flipped him girl.
Yeah, he does that.
Chandler went girl?
Yeah, one of his.
Chandler?
I don't know his name. Forget.
Forget which one, but he went completely female now.
It's weird. I watched the videos. I used to watch his videos all the time, and it was before he went trans, and now I watched one recently and he's trans, and I'm like,
It's hard.
shit.
So I mean, hey,
Yeah,
everybody's
but
doing
yeah,
their own
everyone-
thing, but
yeah. Each his own, I guess.
I mean, the way I look at it is this way. When I was growing up, trans wasn't what it is now. They were called transvestites. They used to be called transvestites back then. And like, I'm talking like 21. So you can 2001 to 2003 time frame-ish, even a little earlier than that even. Because I used to go to New York and hang out party. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
and I was always told like, yo, listen, there's going to be some chicks up there that aren't chicks, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like there's, dudes dressed up as chicks. That's their thing, whatever. I don't want nothing to do with it. They're like, nah, man, like you won't be able to tell that it's a dude that's dressed like a chick. I'm like, shut the fuck up. They're like, dude, seriously. Like, all right, whatever, man, whatever. Like, I didn't think they would approach me or anything like that, but no.
yeah.
So like, nonetheless,
think they were gonna approach him.
it's always been a thing. It's always been a thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That goes back
It's
to
just the difference now, and the difference that the reason that it's getting so much hate is because they're pushing it. Schools are pushing it. Schools are giving you, or right away telling you that you have an option to change your gender, like immediately. That shouldn't be in school at all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they hide it from parents too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
They don't tell parents.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now they're,
That's
doing
horse shit.
That is horseshit.
now they're doing other laws and stuff like that they can take kids away from the parents and stuff like that because they're not caring for the child and stuff like that.
Seen in Canada, that's becoming a real thing.
Yeah.
That guy had his daughter taken because he refused to give her the testosterone to make a boy.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I mean,
What the fuck?
He can't
Yeah.
have his kid no more.
You're
Course,
lying.
No, I wish to God I was, but I'm not.
I'll give you something to
Yeah,
Google.
don't do that in America.
I'll give you something
Don't
to
do that
Google.
here in the U.S.
I'll give you something to Google real quick. You know
Mhm.
how we were talking about social health care, like everybody gets free health care
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Google, I forget where it's at, but there was a video I saw. There was a little baby, and the baby had a disease that was curable. But the state that she lived in had government health care, and they didn't have that form there. They didn't believe in that form there or whatever. So long story short, this family worked with France so they could get the child to be a citizen of France. So this child became a citizen of France because they were trying to extradite the child from that government, from that hospital to France to give the child the care it needed to survive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, guess what happened? Tell me what happened. I want you to Google this, see if you can find it. Tell me what happened.
Why are you gonna make me do that?
Because you're my friend. Tell me what happened. She died, bro.
No,
She
way.
died in the I don't know if it was a parliament or whatever the hell they call it over there. She died there under the government health care because they wouldn't extradite her. So they'd rather her die in that hospital than get extradited to France against the Pope even was involved. Against the Pope's wishes, against France's wishes, because she was a citizen of France, and against the parents' wishes. The government overruled. So let's go for everybody gets the same health care. Let's go for that. Let's say, because at the end of the day, what are you? What are you at the end of the day? You're now in the government's tax dollars, right? So at the end of the day, if it's going to cost $1.5 million to give you this transplant, the tax to the government, and the government's going to look and say, oh, are we going to spend $1.5 million out of this for the 65-year-old man out of our budget? Or are we just going to say, meh?
Yeah, well, they're doing that now in America, even though one of my eye doctors I go to, I'm not naming names.
Well, they
This
did
is
it with
gonna
the
be bad.
vax. They did it with the vax hard.
This is going to be bad. So
Yeah, no names.
I went in. I had starting to get a detached retina. I was starting to, and luckily my eye doctor caught it, and they were like, "You need to get this fixed. You're too young. A direct blow to your head will detach it."
Wow.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Wow.
And so I went into the surgeon then, the eye surgeon. He's like, "Oh, you're this old," and I told him that was right before I was like, I wanted to go play football.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "You're too young." He's like, "We got to take care of it." He's like, "No, maybe if you were 60 or 70, I would just let this go."
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? So
That's why you should get a second opinion.
Yes,
But nonetheless,
for real.
always.
So I mean, he fixed me up, but I was like, man, I didn't need to be at your place for insurance and stuff. I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
and
ridiculous.
I don't know how many people, if anybody has ever been involved with a workers' compensation case where you've been hurt at work,
God,
but
I have.
when you go through workers' comp,
Wasn't too bad.
the insurance companies have their doctors you have to see.
Mhm.
Yes.
So if they have doctors on the take, and doctors can be on the take, obviously,
Mhm.
why would you think any different?
It's all hand in hand.
Yeah, I
man.
mean,
These
exactly.
insurance companies
had-
work right with it to make them money, to make the hospitals money.
Yep.
It's all hand in hand, dude.
Yep.
It's not.
Yeah.
There's no government involved.
Yep.
It's
I
insurance
got,
and
I got
hospital.
hurt at work. I tore my labrum in my shoulder and had to get shoulder surgery. So I had that happen. I
Yep.
dealt with it. Yeah, it was every doctor that they wanted you to see, and, and you could only go to certain places.
Yep. And then you have to get a doctor of your own to combat
Mhm.
their diagnosis, because their diagnosis is horseshit. So
Yeah.
you need to get your doctor, another doctor, to go against that doctor. And then what happens is they usually settle in court with you because you have two differentiating. And what are they going to say? Oh, well, the doctor that we pay is saying that there's nothing wrong with you. Like, that's a deterrent for the person normally. So like, you go to, so we care about you. We'll put you on temporary disability or whatever, and we're going to send you to a doctor and see how you are. And then the doctor is going to say to you, oh, well, you're so-and-so and you're fine. There's nothing wrong there. You can go back to work or whatever. And then you go back to work. It's no longer a work problem. It's no longer a work problem. Must have happened outside of work or something, because he came back to work with normal duty.
It's funny
See
that
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
that, because
That's how they do that.
So when I had when I hurt my shoulder, and they did X-rays and they didn't find anything. They said everything looked okay. So then they wanted to do an MRI, which they did do an MRI. And they said they couldn't find anything. They didn't see anything on there. And then I said, well, I'm telling you right now, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with my shoulder. I don't know exactly what it is, but it hurts. I can't lay on my right side. It hurts really bad. So you need to figure out what this is. And then they finally did like a test where they put like a dye, I guess, in my shoulder. And then that's when they finally, so then another doctor, and they still said, well, we're not sure. And then the one doctor's like, well, let me take a look at it. And he came in and he looked at it, and he said it was plain as day, clear as day. He saw that there was like a spillway, I guess, in my labrum, that the stuff was clearly going through, and he didn't understand why they missed that.
Scary.
Yeah.
That's
So
scary.
he found it, and then he was the one that told me exactly what it was. A slap tear. He explained exactly what it was to me and told me what happened and said, yeah, it's going to need surgery. I was like, fuck. I was hoping that it didn't. I was hoping that I didn't need that, but if there was something wrong, I wanted them to catch it, I'd still have problems right now.
Yeah, you have to be your own doctor.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
you do. Yeah, yeah.
You have to be.
To an extent, obviously, not the medical side.
No, but
of it,
if you know something's wrong,
yeah,
then you need to let them know, hey, I know it doesn't show anything, but there's something going on here, and I want to know exactly what it is. We got to figure this out.
yeah,
That's what I had to do.
You really do. Yeah, you have to be your own doctor.
And do your research.
Mhm.
I mean, like I did my own research to get, because I have sleep apnea.
Yeah.
So I did my own research and found out that there's an accredited software, or there's accredited software out there that you can actually read your card data to see what your breathing is. And I actually had better results than my respiratory therapist did, where it would show.
What?
Yeah, so it would show you need to have like certain things for it to happen, for it to be considered an episode or an event.
Okay.
And I never showed an event, but I showed something else that was weird, where your respirations, because the machine's now pretty intelligent, but the respirations, when it would show, it should like flatten out at the top and come back down, and mine weren't doing that. So it was like I was almost having what would be marked as an episode, but it was an episode. I was actually having events over and over and over. Like, it was supposed to be like forget exactly the numbers because it's been a while since I looked at it, but it was supposed to be like under 1 or 2, and I was at like a 12.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
So, and I went and I saw them, and I said, well, this is what I got going on here. I know something's up, something's not right. And then, and it shows like this graphing showed like if there was any leakage, because like obviously if you have a leakage with the mask and something shows at the top, like an event or something close to an event, then, that makes sense. But so what I did is I said, all right, well, then I'm going to look for down on the bottom where there's not leakage. and I'm going to look at the top to see where these little things are happening with these event-like things. And then I zoomed in and found all those. And I said, something's up here. Then they showed me their results that are accredited for, the hospitals or whatever. And they only went to that one level higher. They didn't go down to that bottom level or that next level down that I was in looking to see what's going on. So that we changed all these settings. I've been great ever since.
So I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
How does that sleep apnea mask go on? You have a beard. For everybody listening, he has a very luscious beard.
Oh, yeah.
It is beautiful and long.
I can't grow any hair on my head, but I could grow.
What the fuck was that? That was the gayest illustration of a man's beard I've ever heard in my life. Are you trying to date the guy? What are you doing?
I'm trying to give them an example who's just listening.
Lush. Okay.
Gosh.
All right. Makes sense.
Anyways, how does
you can just say he has a long beard, just so you know.
No, it's not just a
he
long
has a beautiful,
beard.
elegant, luscious, sexy beard.
If he sounded like that, I would be
okay. That was disturbing.
That was disturbing.
I can tell you what
I do is put
I can tell you definitely like to entertain people.
A feminine accent on what you just said. What'd you say? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You definitely like to entertain people.
Yes, I do.
But
with your mouth.
With your mouth.
Ow.
Oh, no. Oh, dude.
My passion. It's my passion.
No, listen, I don't want to hear nothing over here, Mr. Hardboy sucking on, what is that? Hot cocoa?
So it's first of all, it's salted caramel. It's a salted caramel.
Hot
chocolate, yes. I drink coffee. Move over me.
There's no vodka in that. You're not fucking hard. Sit down.
All right.
Put your seat down a little bit.
I don't have marshmallows in it.
Put your seat down a little bit. Why? Because you ate them already?
Hey, you're my height.
I probably still look taller.
Probably, you dick. No, but how does that
Wow,
even
so funny as
feel on
shit.
you?
I have a full mask. Some people don't have to do. They like have a nasal cannula or whatever they call it. But I have a full mask. But the masks they have now have like memory foam on them. And then I also use something called I guess maybe I'll get props for this and they'll send me more product. But Silent Night is the name of the company, and they make these little felt gaskets that have sticky shit on the end of it. So you just put it on the mask and then it comes around. So it's not like the latex and stuff on my face. It's just this soft material. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're a little pricey for my liking, but they're worth it. And I don't replace them as much as they say to replace them because they are a little pricey. But as once they start getting crusty, then I get rid of them.
I was just curious because I guess it's different for you because you're just trying to force oxygen in, right?
That's all it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're
different.
smart enough now. Like my machine is smart enough now.
Is it positive pressure?
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Well, so obstructive sleep apnea. That's what I have. What it is your esophagus gets loose and so loose that it closes itself.
Okay.
So then what this machine does is it forces air to keep that cavity open or to keep that open the whole time. But it's smart enough to know, like when I do an inhale and I'm doing an exhale, to like drop the pressure to let me exhale and stuff like that. And it's smart enough it does every respiration. So I was actually able to review my data down to each respiration throughout the whole night. So you could review each respiration and see, what's the peaks and troughs like? What's the top of it look like? Am I getting? I think they have all these fancy names, but does it look right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it from
I definitely have some leakage though.
wearing an
sometimes.
SCBA, like you can't have any of this.
Cream pie.
You can't have any beard. Oh, wait, what the? Whoa. Whole nother conversation going on over there. What the? I'm not interested in it. I heard cream pie. I'm not interested.
It's just me and Frank.
I'm not
Just me
interested.
and Frank busting on each other.
I was just curious.
Asses.
You can't wear firefighters SCBA into a fire if you have a beard.
What is that?
Literally.
What's an SCBA?
It's your air pack and everything.
Well, I mean, that
And then
makes
it goes
sense.
into the mask.
SCBA.
Is it because you don't get
That
that?
you?
Forget the acronym, dude.
Is it because you don't get the air or because they're worried about the fire coming in and in the
Fire
mask?
comes in.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you could die. You could end up on the ground in a fire, and then we got to go in and save you.
Yeah.
You actually become a liability.
Yeah.
But me right now, I'm exterior. If I ever show up again, it's been a busy couple months.
Hey man.
Yeah, very busy couple months. But yeah, that was just why I was wondering about that.
10 years, over 10 years running, man. I've been on that shit.
What?
Damn.
Wearing a
that stuff,
mask,
yeah,
wearing
yeah,
a mask to
yeah.
bed every night.
Yeah.
Changed my life. So I
Good.
stuck with it. And it doesn't matter. I lost
think I have
60
sleep
pounds,
apnea.
still have it. There's a surgery they could do. There's a new thing called Inspire, some shit that they put in your body too. Not interested.
Nope.
Not interested.
Well, the surgery, they said I'm not a good candidate for it because of how bad I have it. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
and then it's
wow.
not even like that effective anyways. It's only not even that great of a percentage for you to get a benefit from it anyways. I have a friend who did it and said it was just, and the recovery is horrible. Because think about it. What they do is that they say, oh, well, maybe it's closing too much because you have too much tissue there. So what do you think they do? Laser
Very good.
tissue off.
Yeah.
Ugh, could you imagine strep throat's bad. Could you imagine what that's like?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not worth it. I'll wear this mask. That's why when people come to me and they talk to me about it, I try to elevate them and say, listen, I know it's going to be uncomfortable. Figure something out. Even if you need to get used to it, drink a couple nightcaps, get a nightcap a night, and whatever it is to get you relaxed, you go to sleep with this thing on it. But once you get used to it and once you start doing it, it is a total 180. I used to be tired all the time. I used to fall asleep driving. I fell asleep. Okay, so I was driving home the one night after being out with my brother. We were hanging out, and I wasn't even drinking that much. I think I had like 3 beers the whole night. We were out the whole night. I drove from Frankville. The last thing I saw was the High Ridge exit, from what I remember, because I was like falling asleep. I woke up at Lebanon. And the reason I woke up is because I hit a barrier. I nipped a barrier with the car. And I was like, and that jolted me up. And that's when I'm like, all right, I screwed up 2 of my rims. I was like, all right, I think it's time for me to get some help. So I was like, I'm going to get tested for sleep apnea, because the girl I was seeing at the time used to tell me that I'd stop breathing at night. And she used to like elbow me in the rib to try to get me to start breathing again. And then it was scary.
I think
So
I do that a lot. So I actually wake myself up a lot from not breathing.
Well, that's called sleep apnea. You should probably go get that checked
Like,
out,
I'll
bro.
be
That's-
like,
dude.
I'll be
That's
like,
a problem.
I'll fall asleep as I'm falling asleep, and I'm not like in that deep sleep yet. I'll like wake up and I'm like, like, why wasn't I breathing? What the
Yep.
hell's wrong with me?
I've heard of somebody dying mid sleep because their mask came off.
Oh,
Yeah. The Reggie White died from sleep apnea, brother. I'd go get checked out. Yeah, go check that out, bro. Go check it out.
oh.
Yeah, go check it out. And it's easy now. Like, so back in the day, it was a lot more difficult where you'd have to do them in-person sleep studies. They have to figure out your titration level, they call it, where it's how much air has to come in the body or come in to keep that airway open. Now it's a lot easier where it's more at home. It's more of a true, like a Boolean or a true false, like yes, no, you have apnea or not. And if you do have apnea, what they do is they set you up on a machine that has an open scale, and it has like a smaller titration of like 4 to 6, and then a high titration of like 20. And the machines are intelligent enough now to give you 10 if you need 10, or give you 6 if you need 6. And it'll keep going like that.
What's titration?
It's a titration level, I think, is what they call it. And that's the amount of air that needs to be forced in. That's what they call it, the titration.
Okay.
I believe that's, I may totally be wrong. Please educate me. But I believe that's what it is. So mine previously was set at 15. But now on the new machines, I'm at 6.
Hey.
So maybe it has gotten better since I lost the weight. But I don't want to lose no more weight, man. I lost enough weight. I want to stay a little thicker. You know what I mean?
No, I
lose
definitely know what you mean.
I could lose a little bit of belly fat. Maybe we could all lose a little bit of belly. But I like my breads. Make me all fat and sassy.
I do like eating.
I like my
That's hard for me.
My thing lately has been Jersey Mike's.
Their cheesesteaks are on another level.
Add bacon to it.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
What are you doing to me?
Bacon cheesesteak.
Dude, I get the chicken cheesesteak with add bacon. I get the giant. I love it. So good.
Right now,
Oh,
Frank.
chicken cheesesteak and bacon sounds even better.
Dude, it's the shit. It's the shit. It's the shit.
I love cheesesteaks.
Me too.
You gotta have good bread.
Speaking of which, who are we playing this week?
Seahawks.
Was that Monday
it's the
night? Is
Seahawks.
that Monday night? Is that Monday
Yeah, we
night?
I think
record
it's-
these very far in advance. So if this is off, that's why.
Oh yeah, maybe I
Yeah,
shouldn't-
right,
maybe I
right.
shouldn't have brought that up. Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
bad.
They're gonna be like, that was 3 weeks ago.
Oh, my
Wait a
God.
minute.
Except for the Christmas episode, we did that
Yeah. No,
that day. We
Yeah.
definitely weren't doing it a month in advance wearing Christmas shit. Trust me.
not at all. No.
never,
Mm-mm.
never,
Not
never.
us.
No, we never have to review our videos ever. We're just spot on every time.
Yeah.
Spot on.
There's nothing that you guys haven't seen because
Yeah.
we took it out
Yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yes.
And I've never said anything really, really bad that we've said, no, let's not have that in the air, Frank. 'cause
Right.
What are you fucking doing, dumbass?
Yeah, Monday at
Imagine
8:15.
a live show of us, though.
I would probably have to.
Sure. I sure could imagine a live.
No.
I would probably need
Oh.
ketamine.
Enemy, you
and
being
just-
in a different planet.
Exactly. Just put me in the corner and don't let me say nothing. Let me watch the trails, bro. Don't even.
No, no,
Frank's,
no, no, no.
Frank's having a day.
Oh man.
I only say that because of that one Joe Rogan. There was a guy on there saying that he has the best conversations when he takes ketamine. So he takes ketamine when he wants to converse and shit like that. I forget who it was.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He said, I'm just so upbeat and happy, man. I just talk to everybody. Ketamine is so great. Just have the best conversations, speeches. Me on ketamine, I'd be like talking about the most random shit. I'd be like, I like chicken.
yeah. I don't,
And I'm really hungry right now. And passion is sex. That's really
yeah, that's exactly it. Yes, I can see that going there. Oh man.
What?
I like that. This is the new Chat GPT 4. He's showing me the images of it. Oh wow, these are actually pretty cool.
you can tell
Oh, that's
whatever you
pretty
wanted to do. They had it turned off that you couldn't upgrade for like the longest time. So I finally saw you're able to upgrade to 4, and I said, oh, I'm fucking getting it. So I scooped it up yesterday, and I've been playing with it
20
ever
bucks a
since.
month, though, you said?
Did
20
you
bucks
give,
a month.
Did you give them an image of us, or is this just of images
I-
of fathers?
It's just an image of three of.
I wonder if you could
go
take
all
an
the way up
image
to
of
the
us.
top. I said, give me an image of and it's ran by 3 guys. Make it masculine.
I
So
like the Popeye here. What the fuck is
Oh
the
yeah, I
Jack
started with that.
Popeye?
I started with that. I started with that. When I said, make me a Popeye that's eating chicken instead of spinach, and make them like jacked and not like cartoony.
Jacked.
And
Damn.
it works.
That
I've only
is
been
pretty
playing with it.
cool.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I do enjoy it.
Yo. All right, no, this is some next level stuff, though. This is
Yeah,
actually
for
pretty
20
good.
bucks a month, I'm like,
Dang.
20
ain't
bucks a
bad.
month. That
All right,
does some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
as long
I
as
mean-
you can, as long as you can upgrade it.
Yeah,
'cause it
that's like a
wasn't allowing you to
random
upgrade
thing
it.
that it does, and that's creativity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt that it's
But you can-
creativity. on
You
that
can
aspect.
feed it data too. I think you could feed it images.
Yeah, that would make sense. That
But
would
I've
make
never,
sense.
I haven't tried it.
Because
Right.
I do a video one and I feed it video and then it takes that and just does
Oh,
what it
nice.
wants with it.
Really?
Yeah. Mhm.
That's the one you did.
I used that actually for one of our covers.
Yeah.
That was AI generated.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You did a video on your motivational page like that, right?
I did
The
3.
Roman one,
3.
3 of them.
Yeah. Actually, I got a fighter, a UFC fighter, to like it.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one where he kicks, where he starts. I don't know if you've seen it. You have to actually stay with the video because it starts off human, and then it
Oh, yeah,
switches
yeah,
it to
yeah.
AI Roman gladiator. Where
Which
he-
UFC fighter liked it?
boom, the one that the video was on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I guess he's not super big.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
kind of like still climbing the ranks.
That's
so
still pretty
it
cool,
was-
though.
Yeah, it wasn't like some big famous Conor McGregor, but it was still somebody. I don't remember his
No.
name. I am so sorry. I was just looking at it from a motivational perspective. I wasn't-
pretty cool, though.
Anyways.
That's
Um,
pretty cool.
I'm a huge Ghostbusters freak, so I'm probably going to try to get some Ghostbusters images and shit out of it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And I also saw
Should do an
online.
episode on ghosts.
We could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Ah, that'll probably be like around Halloween.
Yeah, we should do that. on
Oh,
Halloween.
man.
We could do something
We
else.
do
Some
like-
interesting stuff though.
Supernatural stuff. I saw something recently. It was like a video of like some guy saw a giant on top of a mountain and to zoom in real far. Well, apparently, like he put out
You turn
videos.
the
Then.
binoculars.
He put out videos then saying like he was like on camera and he's like looking over. And he's like, everything I posted was fake. It's not real. You know, I'm sorry to disappoint everybody. And then like a couple months later, he put out another video. It was like he was like on the run or something. He's like, guys, I just want you to know these videos weren't fake at all. They weren't fake. And yeah, you've seen those?
Oh yeah,
they're crazy.
I went down the rabbit hole. Everybody thinks he got taken away. He actually was found.
Was he?
Yeah,
He was found.
Yeah, he was found. He actually
Crazy.
did not disappear.
How much acid did he take?
I mean, the locals,
video.
the natives,
They have,
say, yeah, there's a giant that lives up there.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
there's like stories
Yeah.
about it and theories
Yeah. And what's crazy, dude? Okay, giants are a crazy thing all in itself. Just completely by itself. The museums have the actual bones of giants, and they're not releasing them. They're not releasing them.
Mm-hmm.
They existed.
What?
They existed, and there's a lot in giants.
Holy femur! How big is that?
That's a
has to
whole
be
episode.
No, they're
big-ass
like
femur.
9. They're like 9 feet tall for
Yeah,
real.
a femur
Like
has to be freaking
David
massive.
and Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh, so one thing Christians don't realize about David and Goliath. All right, Gary. Oh my God, I love this. When I learned this, I loved it. But first of all, I love all the giant theories and all that weird stuff. But they found, okay, so you remember when David goes, he gets 5 smooth stones to defeat Goliath.
Yes.
And that's weird because he had his faith in God and he knew God would save him. A lot of people are like, oh, no, he had to get backups. No, he didn't. Goliath had brothers.
4.
Well, 1 for sure. 3 other giants were there. They aren't sure if they were brothers or not. Might
And
have
a
been like-
5th for good measure, then, or what?
So no, that's 5.
Oh, okay.
Goliath and then the 4.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Basic math, right?
I don't know, man.
But anyways, so I mean, he did have his faith. There was a stone for each giant. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty epic.
awesome.
But then Joshua defeats one of the giants, and you don't realize it until you actually break down the names of what they are,
Mhm.
and that's the genre that they fit in and stuff is giants,
Mm-hmm.
and that's literally what the name broken down means. So there was a lot of giants. It wasn't just like David and Goliath.
Hmm.
There was a lot. They were like their own race. They weren't human.
Like Neanderthals.
I don't believe in Neanderthals.
Well, I'm just saying
But-
it was a different race, not a Homo sapien. It wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
Here you go with
exactly.
the homo stuff again.
Homo sapien. Mark guy. Mile Frank.
Oh. But yeah, no, I just find that the giant thing very interesting because nobody wants to like
Wow.
release the stuff on them. And why? Why don't you want to release? So there's another theory on it. Okay, there's another theory on it that the reason giants exist is because when the angels fell, they had sex with humans and created the giants. That they're actually like demigods. And then they became their own race.
Hmm.
So there's all these different crazy theories on giants, and nobody's releasing the bones. Smithsonian has them. They have the bones.
How do we know they have them?
How do we, yeah.
I don't know. I listened to some crazy guy on the internet that said they did.
So, all right.
But the bottom-
you heard it here.
I didn't research for this episode, dang it. I did not research for this.
This is us in rare form. This is an off the cuff episode. So
Yeah, you're hearing
out of
me.
pocket or what are the
Yeah, no,
kids
that was
say?
it. How
That
does-
is that. You're right.
Yeah,
Out of
yeah.
pocket.
Out of
yeah.
pocket.
No.
Yeah, you're hearing me talk about things I didn't study for. I just love.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting theories that would be cool to be true, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if any of this is factual except for the giants in the Old Testament. Real.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking
Mhm.
awesome.
Mhm.
And then they took his head. Did you know? So David, after that, cut his head off, right? I don't know if you know that, but he cuts his head off and he takes it back to his village, right? Okay, follow me. So he takes it back, and there's only 2 things you would do back then with the head. You would stab it on a spear, put it
Mhm.
outside, and warn everybody, hey, we're giant killers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you'd take it and you'd bury it. Well, the hill, one of the hills over in Jerusalem is literally, oh man, is literally called like the giants, the hill of the giants or something like that because of Goliath,
Wow.
because that's where they put his head.
Wow.
Like, it's so dope. Like, so dope.
Wow.
So dope. So they have all that going back there. Yeah. I mean, It's so interesting. We're in Lord of the Rings and people just don't realize it. We're in Lord of the Rings. I just don't think people realize it because they don't want to see it. I mean, look at the description of angels.
We're also in ancient Rome.
We are.
We're heading to the end of ancient Rome.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is where we're at. Barely.
I'm really hoping that this Fed coin freaking stuff is really a.
Heck.
I'm really hoping it's
Fed coin?
Yeah. Well, look at what they're doing to the dollar. We're giving more money to Ukraine, aren't we?
Our dollar's collapsing.
We're giving more money away.
Yeah, and China's dollar's going to take over.
I thought most places are not accepting U.S. currency anymore.
Actually, a lot of places still do.
Yeah.
I know that what that socialism episode we did. What was that country? Venezuela. They're actually using American dollars instead of Venezuelan money now.
Really?
Yeah, it's starting to take over in Venezuela.
But there's bricks. You got to worry about bricks.
Bricks of
bricks.
Isn't it bricks?
They're like these
Isn't it
red things
bricks?
that you build.
Okay,
houses.
no.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's what
obviously
I
he
thought
doesn't
it was.
mean bricks.
I thought it was bricks. I thought that was the name of the
cocaine?
countries that were together that were throwing the dollar away.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was bricks. Was it bricks?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was off on my second guess
I
as
may
well.
totally be wrong. I don't know why that acronym is sticking in my head, but
I don't think Venezuela is one
thought
of
you
them.
meant like
They use our
no,
money.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're-
Well, V's not in bricks. But BRICKS. Hold on.
yeah, you could spell that.
Hey, he can
I thought he was talking about
spell.
bricks of like
brick.
cocaine or something.
Isn't it weird that usually most people are either more into the language arts side of their brain or more into the math? It's hard to find a person that is good at both. You're usually good at one versus the other.
And I'm good at neither because I just failed in simple math and I can't talk.
No, you
so-
just spelled, so you're obviously more language. Simple mathematics.
There you
stumps
go.
You. If it's in 45s, you got it though.
That's good. Yep. I saw a thing recently. It was funny. This is kind of off topic, but it was a guy. He had like this triangle pyramid thing, and he was like, you have quality, time, and money. And he's like, most people say you could pick two. So you could either have quality and time, but then you don't have money. You could have time and money, but the quality of living isn't very well. Or you could have quality and money, but then there's no time. And he's like, but for me, he's like, he raised it. He's like, you don't got none of this shit because life's hard, man. He's like, I was dying from that. I was like, he's like, but for most people, you can just erase this whole thing because we don't got any of this shit. So.
I feel that one.
So BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
In South Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, South Africa's leaving the dollar. Okay.
They all join together. It's a concept. The concept of a currency against the dollar. They want to reduce their dependence on the dollar. Globalists are
Isn't Brazil like the most violent country like in the world right now?
yes. I don't know.
Isn't it? I mean, I think they had like the most murders per capita.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Brazil's gangster.
Worse
man.
than Chicago,
Yeah.
Chi-town. Yeah, by the way, I need to get on X more often because people are fucking savages on it and I love it so much. Like when you go on like that mayor in New York or whatever, that when she was online running her mouth about Trump doing some shit with finances or something in New York or whatever, people are underneath there saying, well, how the hell are you worth so many millions of dollars if you only make 100 and some thousand a year and you only been there so many years? It looks like you're doing it too. I'm like, yeah.
Well, Trump's the only president to leave office making less than he came.
Yeah. And he never took an income.
No, he gave all of that money away.
And then when they asked Biden about it, he just does his like evil grin and snickers. You know what I mean? Like,
We're a little Sonny.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, that's where my mind went. The Family Guy creep. Yeah.
Herbert the pervert.
yeah.
Yep.
You're better at it than I am.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
No.
You like playing with statues?
Whoever can swallow the most talent RPM wins.
Bro, that's too good. That is creepy.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Good thing you like to entertain, for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm. I used to be able to do Mort Goldman pretty good too, but I'm not that good.
So
Good practice.
Brazil is the most murder-filled country in the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Russia.
Followed by India. And then it's USA. But India has like the most. Well, no, this is
Dude, do you get
absolute number of murders.
do you get any of those Indian food?
Absolute. Holy
Wait,
crap.
Whoa.
Holy. No, that can't be
No.
right.
Say that again.
Absolute. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, what's their population versus ours? Holy God. USA population
360 million.
compared to. Wait, what'd you say?
360 million is U.S. population.
No,
Somewhere
compared
close
to Brazil.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So ours is. Oh, shit. We went down. That's scary.
What went down?
Ours, 333 million.
Holy
Our
shit.
Compared
population
to
went down?
Brazil. Yeah. Compared to Brazil at 215 million. Holy shit. That's a lot.
It's a lot of.
I didn't
people
realize
for
Brazil was that big.
Wow.
Damn.
I think it's big, but isn't it mostly like forests?
I don't know, man.
I think it's,
I know,
I
it's
think
always
it's a
been a
common
dream to go
misconception.
over there.
Where the hell? What are they doing over there?
It's a lot.
It's like
Wanna
Rabbit
be
Island.
down there? I don't know if
Everybody's
it'd be
fucking
over
like
there.
bunnies. It's Rabbit Island over there.
Not an island.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't supposed to mean an actual island. What the fuck? God. Fuck. Makes everything so seriously.
So now we also know Frank's geography is bad.
Over there too. You're saying over there,
Is
it's
it a-
down there.
is it
It's down there.
Is it a peninsula?
It's a. I don't know. No, it's not a
No,
peninsula.
it's in like the
It's
middle.
in the
isn't
middle
it?
of fuck. It's like
Why am I
It's in
thinking
the
it's-
middle. No, isn't
Is
it?
it in the middle of
It's on
something? I don't even
the-
know.
okay,
I'm
on the
horrible.
coast.
Sorry.
It's
I'm
on the
horrible at
coast.
geography.
I believe it's
Absolutely
on the
horrible at geography.
coast,
Isn't it
but
on
it's
the-
like in the middle of like it's fucking
Oh, well, that's
south
not
of
a definitely a
Mexico,
peninsula. I know a
but
peninsula is
north
three
of
sides.
Antarctica. That's what I
Yeah.
know.
Isn't it in the
All
top upper part,
I don't
upper
even
right or
fucking know.
something?
Does it touch water?
Yes,
Okay, there it is.
one side that does.
Yes,
One
yes.
side of
It's
it.
a-
Yeah,
it's
one
a-
side.
It's a rabbit one-sided island, okay? Leave me the fuck alone.
I mean, technically,
One-sided island.
technically, a continent can be an island, right? Because it's surrounded by water. So,
Listen.
I mean,
It identifies as it
Sure.
wants.
it identifies as an island.
No, absolutely not.
It
Get the
identifies
fuck
as
out
an
of
island.
here.
Hey, you can't. It's 2023. You don't get to just make that decision for
If
those
we can say
continents.
Pluto
or
is a
countries.
fucking moon.
Just found out
Yeah.
what a thurion is.
A what?
A thurion.
A thurion?
What's it-
Yeah.
is
I
that
don't know
like
what
a
that is.
furry something?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You believe that you were reincarnated from an animal and you still have those animal tendencies.
Are you?
They're in Pottsville, by the way.
Huh?
What's their
I'm pulling my
what's
kid
their
out of
animal-
Your son's grade.
What's
I'm pulling my kid out of
what's the
public
animal
school.
predecessor to already like?
Whatever. Like I,
No, but
I
what
know
is the
one
one-
that's a deer.
So they just
You
go,
know one
so
that
they-
is
so they
a
just
that
go-
is a deer. So they run out in front of cars and get hit by them.
just
Dude,
they
I
just
don't know them that well.
They just-
Oh man. Oh. They have like flashbacks to their past life as a deer.
Wow.
I wanted to bring up what we just cut out was an assassin bug. We did an episode about this before, but if you didn't see it, assassin bugs are a real problem.
They're the ones that kiss your lips, right?
Yeah, they'll bite you around your
Kissing bug.
mouth and stuff. They're
Yeah,
called kissing, bugs. Yeah. Look them up. They're a real problem. They give you Chagas disease. You ever given blood and stuff, and you have Chagas, you might not even know, but it kills you. It kills you usually by the time you're 50, you die from it. So it's a
What?
slow, silent death. It's really bad down in the more poverty-stricken areas,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have Ehrlich and pest control.
Yeah.
So these bugs are just flying around everywhere, and we have them in the United States. So we just seen one fly by. It made me think to warn you guys, because you get warned about ticks, you get warned about all this other shit, but this bug you smush with your finger and you can get the fucking disease.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You smush with
Don't
your
do it.
fucking finger, you can get the disease. So
oh, it goes through the skin.
yeah, it can go through the skin. You could, well, I don't know if it goes through the skin, but
Well, we're just letting you know we're putting ourselves at risk.
for
your
entertainment. So that should be worth a fucking like or subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You got like 6 subscribers and we're 3 of them.
We gotta start commenting on ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh man. Supposedly that might work. Actually,
Really?
somebody said if you like pin your own comment to a link to another thing,
Mm,
that could actually help you. I don't know if that's true or not, but
let's try that out.
let's try it.
Need people to know we're here.
Yeah, I'm trying a lot of different things. So if you see our videos going, because I'm trying different shit.
Yeah, I saw you were posting videos at different times.
Yeah, that was some of them. I mean, you gotta learn.
Yeah.
Gotta learn.
You can always repost them. It's not like the
Did you ever
content's
figure out
bad,
what
right?
happened to
You
that one
can't.
video?
You
That one?
Well, can't one of us re-tag it and circulate it again? Recirculate it again? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I hear what you're saying.
Repost, reshare.
You can redo titles and thumbnails and tags and description. And you might, it might work, but it's a very slim chance.
Did you ever figure out what happened to that one video you posted?
No, I didn't look into that.
I saw it before and only had 5 views. I was like, man, that
I think that was because I was tired and I was just throwing shit up. It was bad time. I didn't research the time,
yeah.
research the title very well. Was trying to get something out and I was cutting corners to
Mhm.
try and get more content. I was fucking stupid. Don't cut corners to get more content. I don't care what Gary Vee says. I don't care that he says it's content. It's also quality.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta pause for your quality. I did not fucking do. My bad. I'm not nothing against Gary Vee. Love the dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him. Absolutely brilliant. Helps millions. Love the guy. Nothing against him, but it's not always content. Sometimes quality falling out my pockets. Zipper the pockets. Because they're so high up. They're Chinese. Don't judge me. They're cheap on Amazon. They looked cool.
I just like that you bought pants from a typical short country for yourself, you know?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
No,
that's
my
all right.
chair is not jacked up higher to make myself look tall as them.
Yeah. I have a couple cushions, I think, somewhere.
I might need them
Booster seats.
again.
Yeah. So? Okay.
My mic was falling off.
Need to get new mic stands.
Yeah,
Things.
I figured mine out.
Mine's good.
I move mine a lot.
But you do.
Yeah.
So what's
More than twice you're playing with it.
I move mine a lot.
oh shit.
Well, back to that episode.
Yeah. I'm not doing an episode on that.
I'm good.
Kind of did one. No fat.
Fair. Okay. You got me there.
Yeah, that ties in. Yeah.
Does.
Yeah, that ties in. The butterfly. Dude, that butterfly study still gets me. That's freaking
That there's
awesome.
butterfly fluffers?
No, not
That's what gets you? You got that.
Butterfly
No.
gets me every time.
the whole study in itself.
Oh, with the car. Yeah. Check that out. Check that
Actually,
out.
fucking interesting.
Yeah. I don't know that. I couldn't read. I don't think I'd be able to see that and be like, wow, there's cardboard butterflies that these things are meeting with.
Hey, man. We have fake asses.
Okay. All right. You got me there.
True.
You got me there.
Bro, fake from the neck down.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not even.
Just,
Everywhere. The whole thing.
The whole
Everything's
thing's fake.
yeah. Fake
That's
pelvis.
scary. That's gotta be scary in the dating world. Like I mean, we're all comfortable in our relationships, so like that's good. But in the dating world, like you don't know now. And now you know that you don't know.
Bro, I just had some fucked up
Holy shit. Like
vision.
Yeah.
Some really fucked up vision of like, he was just talking about the dating world. What if like the dude brought the chick back to his place and be like, hey, I want to like take our relationship to the next step and next level. I want to introduce you to somebody. And this is Gina. Brings out a fucking fake torso.
Oh,
She's gonna join us tonight.
oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, working on Amazon
See stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
You
That's,
sad, sad man.
no, I try to get away from that as
No,
much
no,
as
you know what I'm
possible.
saying? Like, if you, like, do you
Hey,
see
man, you gotta
orders
sell
going
it.
through that with that, or do you just
No,
see
no.
advertisements?
Like
for-
advertisements.
You gotta
Stuff.
sell what's popular, man. You have to
No,
do.
fuck that.
And then, like,
Fuck
you
that. I'm not
take-
selling any of that
You
shit.
can take it to the next level and be like, she might smell a little funky. I didn't get time to wash her out before today.
Oh. Ew, you
wanna
have
get-
to clean
that's a good
that
question.
out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully with like a fucking
you never thought of that.
power washer.
Pressure washer. Mhm.
Why,
That's
why
a
does
good-
why does your house smell like those pussy willow flowers?
That's a good question. Is there anything that you have there's been has there ever been like a good product that you could have sold but you shied away from it for morality reasons?
Disposable pocket pussies.
That's a thing?
But it's disposable.
I'm
That's
kidding.
not that bad.
Oh my
I'm
god.
kidding.
I
It was
was-
a joke.
Oh.
It was a joke. I don't even know. That might actually exist.
I
I
thought
don't
to
even
myself they
know.
have the
Disposable
they have
bucket?
I was just
disposable
thinking
ones now?
because I would never want to reuse something I have to clean the fuck out of to get my stuff out. Ugh.
Yeah, without
Imagine
what
if
the
you had
fuck?
disposable ones. Just bye.
Oh, you might be onto something now.
I know I might have just created an idea. I'm not going to go for it. So have at it, people. We don't sell that stuff.
Frank, we got to talk later about a business proposition.
Yeah, I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't know how to cater to that market.
I don't.
You have a 3D printer and we can buy
where are we going
silicone.
with this?
I need
A little
I'm not
I need a
crunchy in
3D
this.
printer, an elephant,
It's not going to be worth it.
and
Your
some
ROI,
How's the
silicone.
tank?
your ROI
You're
is
gonna
not
meet
going to
me?
be. I'm telling you right now, your ROI is not going to be worth it. For it to be disposable,
Okay, so let me
it's
explain
going to
something
cost
to
you
you.
too
Let
much
me
money
explain
for it to
something
be
to you.
disposable.
This is a joke. I'm
Dude,
not
no,
actually-
disposable
I know, but I'm
products.
saying that.
Disposable products
He's
are the
giving
gold
it
mine.
legitimate
Yeah, I
thought. Like,
understand that, but
no, the ROI is
But
not
for
gonna,
you to
nah,
construct it with the amount of materials that he's talking about, you're not going to make it cheap enough for it to just be like a
Oh
disposable.
no,
Yeah,
You'd have to get some little Chinese.
I don't know
kid to
shit
make
about
it.
I thought you were
3D
serious
printing.
because I was
No,
going to
what
talk.
the fuck? Are you crazy?
I'd have people
He's
bring
sitting
some
like-
crazy
he's
shit
like
to my
mulling
attention.
around the noggin like, okay, no, because the cost of the cost of the material for 3D printers these days.
No, it's not even that.
Silicone,
No, it's
like-
not even that. No,
No, this
silicone
isn't
would be
logical,
gay.
man.
It
We
would
need to
probably
really
be silicone.
we need to
Yeah,
address
yeah,
this a different
probably.
way. We got to come at it a different.
Yeah, probably.
What are you
Come
talking?
at it from a different angle.
Hey, come on.
That's why they're not disposable. We gotta pivot.
Instead
We
of
gotta
pivot from a different angle, do it from over here this time, and instead of putting it between
No,
the
there's no
mattress and the box spring, you do it between the cushion and the couch. And sorry, what
There you
did
go.
you say?
Suction cup on the end of it.
Yeah,
That probably does exist.
Harvey Wallbanger.
Harvey Wallbanger. You can't give it a guy's name. Ah, all right. See, this is why we don't sell these products. Because then we would think about them. And remember Matthew 5? Yeah, because there's lots of people that make like that. Who was it? Who's the number one on Amazon? Oh man, I forget already.
Who?
The number one seller on Amazon. I don't know if they still are. But they were in the
Respect them.
medical field. No, we cracked top 1,000 though.
that's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
A lot
that's,
of
I mean,
fucking- there's a lot of
considering
sellers.
considering like what is it, like 10,000 join a day or 5,000 join a day?
Damn.
We're pretty
that's a
good.
lot. Holy shit. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah, no, it's insane because everybody's out there doing their Etsy thing and think they can transfer it over and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
I
Yeah,
just have a couple products I would want to sell because I have a couple products.
I don't remember the
Not in
website.
quantity, like just one of each product.
Yeah, that's
And I don't
more an
wanna put it on
eBay thing.
Yeah.
That's not an Amazon. Here we go. Marketplace polls. Yet they're not there anymore. Oh my god! Wow, this really changed a lot. What happened? Oh my god!
Bidenomics.
What, dude? This was so different like 3 years ago. Oh my god! How?
Sounds like you're out of touch, man.
I'm just curious. What do you look at? Top sellers?
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Are
I
you guys still in
remember-
the top 1,000 then?
We dropped way out. We lost so many.
Face pulse.
We lost a lot of people
Mm.
for good reasons, but still hurt.
Yeah.
But anyways, one of the top sellers, I forget their name, but they started off as like a medicine store, and they got into the dark web stuff, and that blew them up on Amazon.
Really?
The like pocket pussy stuff and fake mannequin things and all that nasty stuff. That's what really blew them up over the top because nobody wants to go into a store and order it.
Yeah.
Right.
Grandma wants it discreetly delivered door to door.
Mm.
Grandma wants it discreetly delivered to her door.
I want my rabbit.
Grandma.
I swear that was the one episode, the one interview I seen of the guys.
I want my rabbit. I want
What
my
the
rabbit.
fuck? He's talking about animals.
No,
You're
no,
talking
no,
about
no, he's
grandmas.
not talking about
I'm
animals.
talking about a rabbit.
You never see commercials for the rabbit?
No, I'm lost.
You don't know what a rabbit is?
Nope, I don't. He's got me here. I'm lost. See,
I never
normally,
see commercials for
normally,
that.
normally this is you. Normally, you're the one sitting here like, what the fuck? What did I miss? What's going on? No, I have no clue what the fuck he's talking about. No clue.
Rabbit.
Yeah, it's not
Boing,
an animal.
Boing, 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 rabbit.
Think about that for a second.
Google it, buddy.
No.
And, you know.
But,
Why are we over here talking about animals?
I don't know.
Nope. I wish we were. I really wish. Speaking of which, do you see in Alaska, there's bone graveyards that are coming out?
Yeah,
Dude, how epic is that?
I saw something.
I don't know how
about
that
it.
correlated at all.
I
Oh,
don't know.
animals.
I
Yeah.
did not
how.
see that. I did
What
not
kind of
see
animals?
Woolly mammoths,
Woolly
stuff
mammoths,
from that.
saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah. And so there's more evidence for the flood. They're just finding them all crammed into this one spot. Like the flood just washed them all into one spot and they got stuck, you know?
it.
Mhm.
Mm,
Water's moving fast. You get stuck against something.
mhm.
So they're finding just gobs of bones in this one area. And he's literally panning for bones. He bought it to pan for gold. He's like, these bones are paying more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just pulling out like whole tusks and shit.
That's crazy.
Like just wild. Like he had a whole skull of an extinct, some sort of cow, longhorn looking cow thing. A whole skull of it with the horns on it and everything.
Wow.
Come on.
Well, since we're into that, and you don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but how do you feel about the whole Yahweh thing? You know about Yahweh? And it's like I've been seeing videos about Yahweh,
The name?
the name Yahweh,
No.
and
No.
stuff like that. Like how the one thing that made me think about it is like the first thing you do and the last thing you do in this life is say his name, Yahweh.
What is
Because they
Yahweh?
made Yahweh
I've heard that. But
be
what is that?
the voice of breath. When I heard that,
Interesting.
I was like,
Yahweh's a name for God.
mm,
Yeah. Okay. I thought I've heard that before.
So I was thinking you were talking about like that one guy that's on TikTok that says you shouldn't be saying Jesus. You're wrong if you're saying Jesus.
I did read, and then you shouldn't eat pork. That guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's nuts. It's a heart thing. Jesus even said, he looks at your heart,
Yeah.
looks at what you really actually are actually coming to. Because you could be a fake as you want, you could say all the right
Yeah,
things on the
yeah, yeah.
outside, you're still going to hell.
Yeah.
It's not your actions, it's your heart. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how much good you did, how much charity you donated to.
Hmm.
That don't save you from hell.
Yeah. It's like the whole Sopranos thing. Like, I don't
When
care
he's-
how much you did to the church or you did for the church or whatever like that. You whack people. So, going to the church don't make up for it or whatever. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
you can't outbalance your sins.
Yeah.
Ask a Muslim. Okay. All right. We're going to. I don't want to go down that road because I don't want to put anybody down.
Good.
Let's go. Moving on to something different.
But anyways,
Sorry. But I was just curious because I know that you're
no.
more in tune than I am. So I
That's
was
bullshit.
curious what
Yeah.
I mean, what that whole thing was. I mean, it's that whole first and last breath thing that got me thinking. Because I have been seeing like, when I'm at the pearly gates, I'm going to say, I'm here to see Yahweh.
Yeah, no, his name is Yahweh. I mean, he has a lot of different names though. That's the thing. You gotta realize it's God. The reason most of a lot of different cultures and religions and stuff think Jesus isn't real is because he never said he was God. He did. They didn't have the word God for God. God to the Jews, to the Hebrews, which there's actually a distinction
Savior.
between the two, actually, believe it or not. Did not realize that until a couple weeks ago. But it was I am. That was his name. His name was I Am. Obviously not in English, but in their language. So when he says, I was there, I am, and he says that, he's saying he is God. And a lot of people just don't get that's what he meant by that, because that was God's name. I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm glad I asked it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he
Mhm,
goes by a lot of different names. So
Yeah.
it's the heart that he looks at. It's who you actually authentically are inside
Yeah.
that he looks at. He doesn't care about what you do on the outside.
Did I send you the video of the guy? He was talking with an atheist, and he brought up like, how do you know God exists? And he's like, because there's like when you sit back and look at there's like a clear like was like a build to the universe, like it was created in some type of image, and he's like, well, where's heaven? And he's like, in another dimension. And he's like, so do you know this dimension better than me? He's like, no, I've never been to another dimension. You seen that? And he was talking to the guy, and he was saying, he's like, and how do you know it's there? He's like, because there has to be a cause, or there has to be an uncaused cause.
Uncaused cause.
And he starts talking about it. He's like, so if we're walking through the woods, and there's a ball in the woods, and you and I are just walking through, and he's like, oh, there's a ball in the woods. How did that ball get there? He's like, it wasn't. It was just here. That's stupidity. It's not real. Somebody had to put that ball there. It's now moved from the ball to the earth. How did the earth get here? It didn't get here. It is. Well, that's stupidity. Somebody had to put it there. There has to be some type of uncaused cause that created it,
Yeah, so that's been a religious or Christian's standpoint on creation for a while.
Yeah.
And I like to mess around and that stuff. I'm no apologist. I'm no scientist. I just like to poke around. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
The interesting thing is the uncaused cause is what a lot of people will say is nothing. Like
Nothingness.
yeah, there's a joke, jokester, medium that wrote a skit on this saying, "Oh, so you atheists think that Christians are crazy for saying God created Earth?" He goes, "Okay, what do you think created Earth? Nothing? Oh, that's interesting. Nothing created Earth. Okay.
Mhm.
Where do you go when you die again? Nowhere. Nothing. Got it. So you go back to your creator." But it sounds a lot like God.
That's interesting.
But yeah, so that uncaused cause is pretty interesting, because what has to happen is, according to one of the laws, is you have to have time, space, and matter have to come into existence at the same time. And God in the Bible literally addresses all of that at once, which is crazy. Because he created space, or he created time, he created space, created matter. Those three things came into existence. So
Mhm.
it's pretty interesting.
I just thought it was interesting because I was trying to wrap my head around cause and then uncaused cause. So it was hard for me to okay, hold on a second. Wait, cause. Okay, cause is something that happened. If something has a cause, then it has to have like a beginning, Right. If something is an uncaused cause, something that just has always been, there can only be one uncaused cause, something that has always been there. And that one thing that has always been there would be God.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
Wow.
had studied it a bit before I seen that video. So I was like, yep, makes sense. Boxes. I love that guy, Cliff.
Is that his name? Cliff? Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Cliff something Cliff.
It was interesting.
He's blowing up on TikTok.
Yeah.
I love him. Love him.
It was interesting.
What a great
Like
person.
you could see that he listens to what the people are asking him.
Oh,
And
is
he
he a
thinks
taller
about
gentleman with darker hair and see he goes to colleges and
Yes,
stuff?
that's the
Like,
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something Cliff or Cliff something.
Yeah, I like him too. I've been following him.
Love. And you gotta watch though, like he says in one of his things, as Christians, you don't follow Christians. Follow God.
Mhm.
We're gonna make mistakes.
Mhm.
No perfect Christian. They don't exist. Irritating argument. Because they say, "Oh, you're a Christian. You should be doing this." So, that's another argument with churches that I get mad at, because, there is no perfect church. Right.
I agree with that. Like an annulment, for instance.
What about annulments?
What's an annulment? Why is there an annulment? Oh, because God says you can't remarry in the Catholic Church. However,
That's weird.
but we'll turn our
Who's this
cheek
guy?
if you give us $500.
That guy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
you see.
You know what I'm saying? That was my first inkling. Like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Christians and Catholics, we go together, but obviously Catholics are more organized.
More money.
Yeah, more money. I believe it's the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
But that's for a different episode. Or was a different episode. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah. I mean, I know an author who wrote a book on divorce, Christian book on divorce. And, I mean, there is place for it. He divorced nations. God divorced nations.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like against divorce. He says in the Bible that you're supposed to divorce in certain situations.
Mm.
But you should always work on your marriage to an extent. There are limits and lines you don't cross, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Use and stuff like that. But you always try to work on it. Because you're not marrying. All right. So one of the things I tell my kids is try to actually be with your girl for more than like 2-3 years before popping any question.
Mm-hmm.
Because infatuation can last up to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's brutal because you don't know who the person actually is.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's actually underneath their facade that they're feeding to you. That's hard because eventually infatuation wears off
Mm-hmm.
and the real person starts showing and you're like, this ain't love. I'm not in love. Yeah, that's probably, now you're getting into the real marriage. Marriage really, who is it? Dr. Gary Chapman says real marriage starts after infatuation ends.
Yep.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. What a profound statement. And absolutely true, by the way. Absolutely true.
Yep.
So
I saw a video. It was like, real love. It's like, oh, I love them. They're the best person ever. This is great. This is the thing. Like, that's not love. He's like, love is when it's like, it's like you have, ups and downs and ups and downs and downs and downs and downs, a little bit up and then down, 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 keep going down. And it's just going way down, way down, way down, up a little bit, down, 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 down. And you're down there. It's like, well, at least we got each other.
That's funny.
That's real love.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
You're thick and thin, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought
Mm.
that was funny.
That is funny.
Good one.
Yeah, good. Yeah, but also take into consideration when I'm not the same person my wife married.
Mm.
I'm not the same person my wife met.
Mm.
I'm not the same person 5 years ago.
Yep.
You grow, you change a lot.
Sure did. You ain't the same anymore.
I agree. But
So we're supposed to. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be the same person.
Yeah, we're not.
I don't want to be the same kid I was when I was 15, 16. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I was a good kid. I mean, I was all right, but I mean,
I want that energy.
I'll go later. I'll go later. I don't want to be anything that I was in my 20s.
I was cocky. I was arrogant. I was
20s. 30s were okay. I liked who I was becoming in my 30s. I hope my 40s are going to be very, very different. I already like who I'm becoming in my 40s, and I've only been here a year.
I like where I'm at now. I like who I am right now.
Good.
Still going to continue to progress and be better every day, but
That's
I like
how
who
I
I
was
am.
in my 30s.
So I know who I am.
yeah.
I know that I would do anything for any of my friends and my family. I know that I love them. I know I have a good heart. I know that about me.
Mhm.
So I like who I am. There are some things that I would still like to change, and I will progress and be better at it from day to day. But for right now, I'm better than I was yesterday. So
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, the journey has been rough, but worth it.
Yep.
Some of the mistakes that I made throughout my life, I don't regret them. I do have some regrets, but
I have a lot of regrets, sir. My list is very long.
so Kevin Hart said it best. Okay. Can't believe I'm quoting Kevin Hart right now, but he said,
Can you do a Kevin Hart? Can you do a Kevin Hart voice?
No, I can't.
That
That wasn't close.
was that a munchkin?
Kevin Hart said,
I get it.
Kevin
All
Hart said,
right.
he's like, lying ruined my marriage. True shit, sweetie. Lying ruined my goddamn marriage. He's like, that's a lie. I cheated. All right, but hold on, let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. All right. Yes, people, I cheated. Do I feel bad about it? No. Do I wish that I could take it back? No. He's like, let me explain why. He's like, see, you can't evolve as a man if you never make a mistake. The only way that you can be perfect is to fuck up. I get it. I fucked up. Don't cheat. And then he moved on. But
I
that's a good thing.
disagree with that. Fuck that.
Not that part. I
Damn.
agree with the part that you can't evolve without making mistakes.
Bullshit.
You
Bullshit.
can evolve without making mistakes?
Yeah.
How do you
Wisdom. Damn. Take
From
into
what?
account the knowledge you get and make a decision based off of what you're bringing in. You don't have to. Some people are hard knocks. I get that. I'm one of them. I'm a hard knocks guy.
I don't
You have to fucking punch me in the face before I'm like, oh shit. Oh yeah, that fist is gonna hurt. Yeah, I'm one of those. I get it. But there's also times where I'm like, oh wow, he made that decision and fucked everything. This guy made this decision. Wow, he's great. Let's go. Let's go this way. You know what I mean? There's
I understand what you're
Depends
saying,
on
but you still have to
certain
make
things.
mistakes to progress. I believe that. You have to make mistakes to progress. If you don't, exactly, it's like failing forward. If
I
you're
believe
gonna
in failing
fail,
forward.
you're
yeah.
gonna fail. That's a mistake. You made a mistake. Now you have to learn from that and move on.
Yeah.
You can make mistakes
You
and,
get
and learn
lucky.
from that and
You get
become a
lucky.
better
You get
person.
lucky. Once in a while, you get lucky.
Yeah, sometimes.
I got lucky as fuck.
Is it luck or is it wisdom?
Mine was luck.
In your situation, is that majority? Is a majority of people's luck or is that
Well,
wisdom?
you know, if
From
you look at
learning, from mistakes that they
yeah, you
made.
got to look at it that my luck was also an opportunity that I took advantage of. Not everybody takes advantage of every opportunity. So some people could actually have more luck than they think, but they don't
Yeah.
get that luck because they don't take the opportunity, whether it's being feeling that they're inefficient for the opportunity, being nervous that it's something outside of their norm, anything like that. You know what I mean? There has to be other things that influence that. You know what I mean? It can't just be black and gray.
No, well, that's my point though. It's not black and gray. It's not just
Black and white.
Or black and white. Sorry. Black and white. Gray's in the middle.
I'm
I got you
saying,
saying
He's
hold
old,
on.
he's old and
Hold on.
colorblind.
Now,
I looked at
now
his hat
he
and
doesn't
said
even
gray.
have basic colors. Right.
I am
Your whole hand is
I am
filled.
colorblind. I am colorblind.
Yeah. Are you colorblind?
No.
Sorry, I'm not discriminating against. I think that's fine. I think
Not
it's you know.
colorblind at all.
But no, I think you. I'm sorry. So let me rephrase. You can progress without making mistakes. You can,
Mhm.
right? But I think the mistakes that I've made in my life help me progress to be where I'm at more than anything else.
Well,
I learned what I didn't want to be like from actions that I've done.
Yeah.
I've also learned what I didn't want to be like from looking at other people.
yeah, other actions.
But if I wouldn't have went through some of those mistakes myself, I don't know that it would change me to be the person that I am today.
I'll say it in this fashion.
Interesting. I like
You
it.
you cannot progress forward 100% without making a mistake. But you can make a new version of yourself, a better version of yourself without a mistake. If that makes sense.
Makes sense.
But there's no way you're gonna be
So
successful
I-
without making at least one mistake. You
I-
have to
As
make at least
playing, I
one
guess
mistake.
so, because you're playing it safe.
I get what you were
Yeah.
saying now, because now
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. What you were saying, that is true as well. You don't have to always make mistakes to be able to progress. You're right.
Yeah.
I didn't. For
Not
some reason, I
total
thought you were
progression, yeah.
saying like that's. Never mind.
I
I'm
think you
seeing
were
it
thinking
now.
of total progression. Like there's no way you're gonna make it without making a mistake at all. You're gonna do awesome.
Yeah,
no,
that's
there's
what I
no
was
way.
thinking.
He's
Yeah,
talking
there's no
versions. You're
You
talking
have
whole.
you can't get some. You
Yeah.
can't get from if B is your end goal, you can't go from A to B without ever
making
making
a
a
mistake.
mistake.
No, not unless
Right,
somebody's holding
right.
your
You
hand
can't.
and doing the work
Right.
for you.
Right. Or if you play it safe, guy, and take 20 years to do what should have taken you 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So.
Not 2. Because I made a lot.
I mean,
a lot of
20
mistakes.
years is going to be hard to, even if you're taking it slow and safe, 20 years is a long time to not make a mistake.
Yeah, it's impossible.
So
Possible.
that's why I believe that to become a version of yourself that you want to be, you're going to make mistakes, but the important thing is to learn from those mistakes and not
Always.
repeat history constantly.
Especially if those mistakes are costly, you're only going to be able to make a select few of those before you're not going to have a business anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Help.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. That's how I was. I had a construction business at once.
You did?
Mm.
He
Curry-
carried the whole
Curry-
thing
Curry
on his back, I
construction.
bet.
Yeah, probably.
No, I was just a fun.
Hurry construction.
Yeah, I was the money guy. I was the money guy.
You weren't the guy carrying it?
No, I
That's an
wasn't.
interesting
I didn't
point,
do
though.
shit. I was busy working.
Right? All the big muscles and stuff. take it up against a real construction worker or a real blue collar worker.
Oh yeah, no way.
Mm-mm.
No way.
fucked,
No,
bro.
no. Total different beast. Total different
absolutely.
beast.
They're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
different animal completely.
I've done both though. I've done.
Have
I've
you?
done
It's,
grunt
it's
work,
actually
yeah.
kind of funny because I see some of the young guys that come and work for us. They'll try and do like these very like physically exerting jobs,
Yeah.
and like they're all young and in shape, and they are like dying out of breath or winded and can't handle it. And then I'm just like, I'm
No,
fat
look-
out of shape, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
what the
but
fuck are you doing?
You
Like,
gotta,
come
you
on.
gotta look at
But
it
then
this
it's like,
way.
you get
They're-
acclimated to this type of work. That's what it is. You
They're,
get
they're
acclimated.
coddled right now. They're still
Mhm.
young.
Yeah.
Now that'd be like me saying, yeah, I could run circles around these young bucks too. But the difference is if you put a 40-year-old man that's a union iron worker up against me, I'm going to look like a big pussy.
But
know what I'm
like I
saying?
said,
No, I get
they
you.
get acclimated, and then like they learn. It's like so they'll go, 3 months into the job, and they're able to do everything
Yeah.
that I'm doing then because
Well,
they,
yeah,
they
'cause
get
they-
acclimated. They get used to it. It's
like
like working out different
building a
muscles that you don't
callus.
normally work out.
Yeah, it's like
You know?
building a callus. Eventually, they callus up.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But until they get that, like for me, I'm a soft-handed engineer, right? So compared to a union iron worker, I'd be nothing. But if you put me in his spot for 3 to 6 months, I bet I would be a lot closer to him than I am to me right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how it is with humans. Like we don't know what we're capable of until we're put in that position. Like we would think that we're not capable of doing something like, killing somebody with our bare hands or,
Mhm.
killing animals for food or whatever it is. But if you're put in that spot and you're put into a dire straits, you're a lot more capable of doing than what you think you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Never knows who you're put into a situation.
Depends. Yeah, it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Suppose so there's the fight, flight,
Freeze.
freeze, fawn.
Bondle.
There's
another one.
There's a fifth one.
Bondle?
Are you fucking kidding me?
They just keep
It
adding
was
them.
fight, flight, and freeze when we started doing this podcast. Now there's 2 more were added
Three.
to this. 3 more.
Bondle.
There's 6 now.
I think there might be 6. Who knows?
Bondle?
Fondle. That's probably one. You fondle them so
You're
that
doing
way
a
they
great
don't-
job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Don't kill me. Don't
Fight,
kill me.
flight,
Don't
freeze.
kill me. Mind the
Fawn?
stepchildren.
What's fawn
Mind
again?
the-
What's fawn?
So where
Fawn and
you-
flatter probably.
Yeah, like flattering and like you're fawning all
I love
over
the way
them.
that you hold
Oh,
that
You're
gun.
doing great. Literally, that was know.
Cradling the.
Yeah,
I love the way you hold
brown
that gun.
nosing.
I love the way you. I love the way your
Um,
testicles stick to the vinyl.
So yeah,
of
you
the,
try to avoid conflict and fighting by pleasing.
Right.
Ugh.
You like to rub butter
you
on my
guys
nipples?
are a handsome set of burglars.
Would you like to rub butter on my nipples?
he
have
he is
my-
a good one too. He has a good voice for it too. Go
I
ahead.
have margarine.
Okay, hold on. Now there's a. All right.
Only if you put Tabasco sauce on it, bitch.
What the? I'm sorry. Frank likes it spicy.
We're not the money. We're not Frank's Red Hot either.
So now there's also
Sriracha.
flop.
Flop. Just drop to the
What
ground,
is
huh?
flop? Is that not?
Part of fondle.
Oh no, I guess that's just. Oh, that's freeze. Is that not freeze? Hold
No,
on.
freeze
Oh
would be
my
like
God.
Freeze is you stop. Flop is you're one of those frightening goats.
You play dead. You play dead. You faint. Oh, ow. I'm not here.
Again, it's not
No,
a
pay
sheep,
no-
Frank.
Pay no attention to me. I'm out like a light. I'm not even conscious. Just let me be. And I'm no threat to you. I'm just down on the ground.
Play dead. Just play dead. Maybe he'll step over us.
No, we're fighting. That's what I'm saying. We're fighting.
There's now people that are trying to force themselves to become fight in situations.
They're trying to force themselves.
Yeah,
How do
because
do
you
that?
can't force your
Natural instinct.
reaction. Yeah, your reaction happens before your brain can process it. Whatever your reaction is your reaction, and it sucks for some of us. I don't
Yeah.
even know what mine is. I've never really been put in that situation. Have I? No. I haven't had a bear try and eat me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Been face to face with a bear.
Fucking no.
Not trying to eat me, but
Doesn't have to be physical though, bro.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
could,
then what
what
else
if,
would
you
it be?
can't, like, what if you're getting fucking prosecuted and you're going to lose your life for 20 years? You could just take a plea deal, fight for yourself. See what I mean?
Yeah.
you could fawn there.
Yeah, just roll over, take it.
You are one handsome judge.
I'm really sorry for what I did,
Yeah,
but
I'm really
I
sorry.
don't mind it today because you're beautiful.
Yeah, if this wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have been in your presence, and I just feel amazing.
Yeah.
You want to rub butter on my nipples?
Oh,
What is with you and
right.
butter and nipples?
Yeah, nipples has been a recurring theme here.
I have margin.
Assholes and anal seepage and butter and
I
nipples.
can't-
Seepage. I don't think that word was used. Yeah, we use leakage.
Yeah, what's up with you,
What the
CP?
hell is
Seeping.
It's asshole
So
seeping.
seeping is extra coming out?
I guess.
Compared to, okay, I'm out of this.
I mean, if it's leaking, it's seeping, correct? Aren't they the same thing?
I believe it's not.
Oh, no.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Right.
It was the spray bottles of butter. We're talking. He's still over here. I got some spray butter. I can't believe it. It's not butter.
I've just been saying the opposite.
I'm just sensitive and soft. Super soft.
Yeah, it's 0 calories because I know.
Hey.
I know you.
Hey, why'd
care
you
about
cut
the
that
point.
part out of that video? That was funny.
What?
You cut the super
Oh,
soft
shit.
part out of that
It
video.
only takes a minute on YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
It only
you
takes
fucker.
a minute.
It takes 60 seconds max. No, your video
Bro,
was like a minute and 40.
Just remember how long in the bedroom you hang out for. 60 seconds max.
Yeah.
What's that?
60 seconds.
Max.
What am I going to do with the other 30 seconds?
Make a sandwich or half of it. Half of it.
I didn't see that one coming.
Sorry. All right.
Neither did she.
Who
got it,
my
glazed
girl
donut?
expects it now.
Look, you have your own glazed
About
filling.
30 seconds. 45.
What?
Max. Glazed donut.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to glaze a
I
donut?
used to work at Dunkin'. I used to make the holes in the donuts.
Me too.
Frank.
He said,
Frank. No. Frank. No.
You need
Frank
more.
was the whole
Oh.
tester. He needed to make sure.
Running low on glaze. Hold on.
Oh my
I don't know that I'll ever
glaze
look at.
on the line. Glaze on the line.
I'll never be able to look at a glazed donut again the same way.
You ever see that Van Wilder movie when they gave the dog the thing when they filled the thing up with the dog's shit?
No.
Yeah, that was a mess.
I seen the Harold
Oh,
and
it's
Kumar.
still warm.
Secret ingredient. Semen.
What was that on?
White Castle.
White Castle. I did see that.
Do you
I
ever
did
eat
see
White
that.
Castle? Do you ever eat White Castle?
I have. I love it.
It's-
thought it
I
was
went
good.
down
It's so
to-
tiny. It's annoying.
I went
though.
down to Kentucky to Fort Knox. My brother graduated from basic training,
Yeah.
and I had White Castle that day.
Did you notice
time
that
I
it
ever had it.
smells the same coming out as it does going in?
Ew, I haven't eaten that much of it.
Yeah, I have.
I don't think
There's one. There's one.
I
Close
didn't
there if
go.
you
I didn't
want.
go.
There's one close to it. There's one close to us. There's one in Allentown.
Oh, is there?
The White Castle by the Home Depot,
Oh, I didn't even
by
know
the
that.
mall. But if you're going there,
How'd
I
you figure
suggest
that
getting
out,
the
though?
burger.
Yeah, if I go up to Allentown to eat, it's not
What do you mean?
for White
You
Castle.
you smelled it before you ate it, and then after you shit it, you just
my
put your nose.
my
to it, like,
shirt still
Yeah,
smelled
but
it.
it still smells the same. It's
My-
crazy.
Well, no, I was on drugs all the time. So what I did was
That's
I
a great argument for your sniffer working.
well,
No, God,
the
man, I'm
drugs
just
I was
teasing.
on opened you up. It didn't like clog
Yeah,
you like
yeah,
the
yeah.
baby powder everybody else is
Why are you
doing.
talking in the side of your mic?
So I was
you
scratching
know?
my ass.
What's wrong with your ass?
Scratching my ass.
You an itchy asshole?
No, I can't get us bigger guys can't get our arm in between the arms of the chair and my
Yeah, yeah.
ass. So still fucking itchy. Anyways,
Your ass is
Anyways.
itching?
it was.
Probably get that checked out.
Anyways,
All right.
what were you saying?
Sounds like I need lotion on my ass. You want to put some lotion on my ass?
I'm not doing it. Matt'll do it.
Yeah. What? No.
What?
What? Absolutely not. No. There's a guy I knew who actually shaved his ass hairs. He had to put like baby Desitin on there till they all grew out because it just kept rubbing him raw with the hair smoking out.
man.
That's
I did that
so
one time.
nasty.
In my butthole one time.
Did you really?
Worst
you
decision of my
bleach it?
life.
Oh god.
'Cause then it gets real prickly thing,
Yeah.
and it sucked. That hurt. I'll never do that again.
Nothing worse than
Oh.
a prickly pear, brother.
I don't even know why I did it. Like there was no
How'd you
specific reason to shave my ass, and I just did. And it was like, well, this was a dumb choice. Why the fuck did I do this?
What girl?
Did you shave it with a razor?
Oh. Oh, Brian.
What?
Oh,
What do you mean, oh, Brian?
Oh,
What are you
right.
talking about? I don't even know what you're getting
understand.
at.
They like a clean workspace.
Explain this to me. Explain this to me, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I feel like there's an inside joke
Just
going on.
imagine
here.
There's no
Pegasus.
inside joke going on.
Just imagine Pegasus without us.
I'm fucking lost.
Pegging.
Oh my God.
You were cleaning
No.
up the workspace.
No. Jesus Christ, no.
I don't know
Wow,
how
that
else
went
a
right
man
over
would
my
clean
head.
up his butthole. Well, okay, what? Not. I mean, oh my. Shave. Okay, you clean it.
I don't even think it's possible to shave a butthole. It's like a balloon nut. How do you shave a balloon nut? Think about it.
Fuck is a balloon nut?
What?
a balloon nut. I'm like,
balloon
wait,
nut. A balloon nut.
a balloon nut.
I know when you
Nut. I
Yeah,
thought he said a balloon,
balloon
nut.
nut.
Right?
I thought
a
he said
balloon,
balloon
balloon
nut.
nut. I'm like, what the fuck is
What
a
the fuck
balloon
is
nut?
a
nut.
balloon?
A balloon nut.
The nut.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
open
it.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't shave that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't actually shave your asshole. There's no hair growing on your asshole.
You got wax that shit.
asshole.
Gotta wax that shit.
Wax and bleach it, baby. Wax and bleach it. Keep it nice. Keep it nice.
Would you
Keep it nice?
do it again?
No, I'm good.
Sound like he was down there mixing a DJ bar or something.
Right.
Wicka, wicka, wicka.
I can't. I'm not waxing my asshole. That ain't happening.
I would do it for $20.
$20
No.
to wax your
No.
asshole.
Do a
Hey.
Brazilian? I would do a Brazilian for
I
$20.
literally-
Somebody pays
How
for the
hairy
Brazilian.
is your asshole?
Pretty hairy.
Oh, 20 bucks. Give me like $10.
I
don't wanna see it. I just want it to happen.
$1,000.
You gotta
Not for
pay-
you. I want to pay
You
him
gotta- you gotta
$20
pay-
to do
You
it
got to pay for it to happen. I'm not paying for the Brazilian and then just getting 20. You pay for the Brazilian.
and give you $20.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah,
I need more than
that's a
that.
lot of suffering.
Maybe $1,000. I would do $1,000.
Yeah, I'd do 1,000. I'd do 1,000.
$1,000.
$20
and the-
bucks. Talk about Bidenomics.
Yeah.
But for $20 now he wants 1,000.
Yeah.
Holy
Well, hey,
shit!
I did count in the inflation. I thought about it. Yep.
Yeah.
Now we're at inflation levels. $1,000.
So now it's
We actually
$1,000 to do it, but
Yeah.
you're gonna need, $700 for lawyer costs for.
I'm going to
video
need emotional
content getting
support.
put
I'm going to need a
out.
hugging
Yeah.
pillow, some kind of a weighted blanket.
for the video content that's going to be exposed. You need lawyer costs for suing.
That's going to have to be an OnlyFans release.
Yeah.
Come talk about Purpose podcast.
You
We're
need
going to wax Frank's ass. Our purpose today is to wax Frank's areas.
So, anyways.
Okay. Notes.
All right.
What are we at?
All right. Well, you guys have just got to witness the Talk About Purpose in our free form,
Mm-hmm.
just having regular conversation.
Nothing scripted.
We had nothing outlined for this episode.
I didn't even get to the hole in the sun.
There's a hole. Oh, I saw that.
See that?
It's like
Wait, what?
You can
There's a
fit like
hole in the sun.
6,000 Earths or
There's some
something
shit
like
like that. Yeah. But
In
no,
it,
it's
there's a
all
big
right.
hole in the sun. It's
Okay.
facing directly at us. It's
We're
supposed
getting
to-
solar winds.
solar
from it and
winds.
shit.
So then
storms
it's going to
and-
be cold this year because of the hole?
The hole, it's spun around. It's gone.
Oh, it's
gone
gone.
Comes
now.
back. It's
I know
just
solar flares.
it's colder.
fuck up
It
our
sends
weather like
solar,
crazy.
Yeah, no,
solar,
supposedly
it sends
that's supposed
solar
to come.
storms or
Yeah.
yeah, like solar storms it sends
Yeah,
at us.
but what it is
Huh.
it's just that a colder or a cooler temperature magma spot. That's all it is. It's not actually like a hole per se, but it looks like a hole.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the sun influences our weather a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, they're saying that that's why everybody's
Yeah.
preparing for this whole internet thing that goes down.
That's what they're
talking
thinking
about-
it's going to happen. Like it's going to shut down a lot of.
They shut down a lot of the internet stuff, a lot of technology.
There's a theory that the Earth restarts every 1,000 years.
But didn't Zuck just make a couple $1 million underground thing in Hawaii or some shit? Mm,
Motherfucker.
I wonder what's going to be our extinction event.
I don't know, but it sounds like Zuck knows. He's in his thing downstairs. I think it's like 5,000 square foot under the ground or something like that.
Shit.
Is this house?
Our extinction event is going to be, what is it?
God wiping us off.
Yep.
Because what's, I mean, what?
It sucks that we're going to die
what,
for
are
other
we
sins,
special?
though.
Are we special? Dinosaurs get wiped off the planet after millions of years. What are we special? We're not going to have. How many times has the Earth been how many times has the Earth been wiped clean?
I want to know which dinosaur
Once for sure.
Once for
started
sure.
this shit that had them wipe off like ours. Like, was there a male dinosaur that played in female sports? Them?
That was
Praise were the size of like a walnut, Frank. I don't think they were contemplating sex. They were just doing it.
Yeah, but for
That
sports.
tree's got a hole.
For sports, though. For sport.
Yeah, for sport, exactly.
The female T-Rex was like, "Oh, I feel like I'm a male T-Rex these days, so I'm not gonna get."
These nipples are for looks.
Oh man. Ah.
What I did there? That was fun. All right.
All right. Thanks for joining our Frank talk.
What do you
Call
mean,
it.
fuck?
I didn't say fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? He said, "What do you mean, fuck?" You say the word fuck, Frank's fucking eyebrows perk up like, what am I fucking? It's weird. We're around a bunch of guys and he's all excited.
I don't
How
get
did
much
we get
talk.
to female sports to dinosaurs?
Exactly.
Where did that
Extinction event.
that line
Extinction
to
event.
fucking Frank? Fucking Frank. Yeah, no. I don't know how those
It
two
was
lines
all
cross.
serious, and then I went, woo!
Ay. All right. Shit.
I gotta pee again.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up, guys.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Anything you want to add?
Nope. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening to us talk about nothing.
Have fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Just us kicking back and having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
eventually.
Like, comment, subscribe. You can always reach out to us at talkaboutpurpose@gmail.com.
Yep.
And if you have any questions, comments, please help support us, support the channel, write them, give us a review on the podcast sites, and joining us, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right.
See ya.